The relationship between President Trump and President Zelensky is under immense pressure. The two leaders are engaged in intense discussions about the ongoing war in Ukraine. These talks are critical for the future of Ukraine and for global security. Zelensky and Trump are set to meet in Saudi Arabia in the coming days. This meeting will be a crucial opportunity to make progress towards peace. The stakes are incredibly high. The world is watching to see if diplomacy can prevail. Zelensky has been working tirelessly to secure international support for Ukraine. He recently attended a European summit in Brussels. He received new support packages and pledges of continued aid. European nations have also agreed to increase their own defense spending. The road to peace will be long and difficult, but the intensive discussions between Trump and Zelensky offer a glimmer of hope. The world waits with bated breath for the outcome of the upcoming peace talks. The relationship between Trump and Zelensky hit a new low last month. The two leaders had a heated argument in the Oval Office. Trump and Vice President Vance accused Zelensky of gambling with World War III. The argument erupted during a meeting on February 28. The meeting was supposed to be focused on a new minerals and security agreement. Instead, it ended with the agreement unsigned and tensions soaring. Zelensky later described the meeting as regrettable. He has tried to downplay the significance of the argument, but it is clear that the incident has damaged the relationship between the two leaders. The Oval Office blow-up has raised serious concerns about the future of US-Ukraine relations. It remains to be seen if the two leaders can repair the damage and find common ground. The world is watching and hoping for the best. The Oval Office argument had immediate consequences. Trump ordered a pause on US military aid to Ukraine. This decision has been met with criticism from both Democrats and Republicans. Critics argue that the aid pause will weaken Ukraine's defenses. They worry that it will embolden Russia. The pause comes at a critical time. Ukraine is still locked in a brutal conflict with Russian-backed separatists. Zelensky has pleaded with the US to resume aid. He argues that Ukraine needs US support to defend itself against Russian aggression. He insists that Ukraine is committed to peace. The Biden administration is facing growing pressure to reverse the aid pause, but so far, Trump has refused to budge. The standoff over aid is just the latest sign of the strained relationship between the US and Ukraine. Despite the challenges, there is still a glimmer of hope for peace in Ukraine. Zelensky has put forward a series of peace proposals. These proposals include a ceasefire, prisoner exchanges, and a truce on attacks on civilian infrastructure. Zelensky's proposals have been met with cautious optimism by some Western leaders. However, Russia has so far rejected the proposals. The Kremlin continues to insist that Ukraine must meet its demands before any peace talks can begin. The situation in Ukraine remains incredibly fragile. The conflict has already claimed the lives of thousands of people. Millions more have been displaced from their homes. The international community must continue to support Ukraine's efforts to achieve a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The alternative is unthinkable.